Okay, here I am again. Going to talk now about the top secret ninja marketing trick that I learned, and it saved one of my service businesses. Okay, shortly after getting a divorce in 2002, very early 2002, I founded a window cleaning company to immediately replace an income that I had lost by dividing up my martial arts studio way back then. And rather than try to be all things to all people, and rather than try to market my services to the whole of Colorado Springs, I found a community that was upscale and was going to have this unique intersection that we talked about in one of my other videos. Uh, it said before likes, it said gives a crap about their lawn, right? Now it's, hey, likes pretty windows. Well, the intersection of these three qualities, that somebody that doesn't have time to do their own windows, has the money to do it, and likes pretty windows, that one feller right in the middle there, or fellerette, it might be a lady, all right, is who I wanted to talk to. And I found that if I was going to try and talk to every single person in Colorado Springs, that's about 600,000 human beings. And the biggest publication there was really expensive. So what I did instead was to place my ad in a small venue, and it was just a business card size ad. Now this is a whole lot bigger than what it was, okay? Let me see if I can center that properly. Crystal clear window washing, free on-site exact bids, and then my phone number. And I also had a little logo. Well, that was really, really effective in a small community called Monument, about 10 miles to the north of Colorado Springs. It had more affluent people. It had, frankly, nicer folks than some of the places in Colorado Springs that I had clean windows. And the biggest thing was that I was able to very cheaply advertise in a local rag there, a local newspaper that only went to about 8,000 homes. Well, that did very, very well. I was a big fish in a little pond, and that's what you are going to want to aim for, is to, rather than try to be all things to all people, rather than trying to be McDonald's, try to be a mom and pop shop with the best burger available in just this one corner of town. Well, anyway, that did very, very well for me at first. Then a bigger fish, no pun intended, or maybe it is, Fish Window Cleaning, a nationally known franchise, moved into town, and my new leads completely dried up. Now I had still plenty of business from referrals and repeat business, but I wasn't getting any phone calls from my ad anymore. And that is the lifeblood of any business, is to continue to push and drive and generate new leads. Well, I could have had a bit of a problem trying to compete directly with Fish Window Cleaning, because they took out full page ads. They had a gorgeous logo. They listed all the different benefits that clean windows would have. They're all the same benefits that I would provide, but I just didn't want to spend all the money and time to list them all out. My unique selling proposition had been this. It had been free on-site exact bids. Because very often folks would call and say, hey, can you give me an estimate? And I'll say, no, I'll give you an exactly. I'll come to your place and I'll tell you exactly what it's going to cost, and there will be no surprises except the surprise of, I'll probably render more and better service than you think I will. And I make a habit of doing that. Well, Fish was able to have this huge budget and basically blew me out of the water, so to speak. Um, and I decided to do a top secret ninja trick. You remember this intersection, right? The intersection of a person that likes pretty windows. How am I holding it? Okay, there we go. likes pretty windows, has the money to pay me, and doesn't have the time or inclination to do it themselves, right? Well, instead of trying to appeal to that customer with a small business card size ad, because now they were looking at the fish window cleaning ad, I placed this ad. Screen repair, windows and screen doors. And there's my unique selling proposition. We come to you. You see, Lowe's and Home Depot and the big chain stores won't repair screens anymore in the store. You can get Ace Hardware to do it, but there was no Ace Hardware in Monument. And so if you wanted to get your screens repaired, you'd have to, jam them out of the windowsill, or God forbid it's a screen door, you've got to figure that out, getting it out of the track. And then if you've got a truck, you'd put it in your truck. If you didn't have a truck, you'd have to borrow your neighbor's truck, and you'd make a trip into Colorado Springs, and you'd wait 7 or 10 days for them to call you back, and then you'd make another trip and then go get your screens, and you'd pay, a little less than I would charge, but certainly more in terms of gasoline and time and hassle and all that. My unique selling proposition was, I'm going to be there on your doorstep, get the work done the same day. You don't have to hassle with any of it, including especially getting that screen door out. Well, guess what? Folks that like pretty screens also happen to like pretty windows. They've already paid me. I just came on site and they paid me instead of getting a free bid. And of course, now that they've seen my workmanship, my character, I showed up on time, or I called if I was going to be late, then I would say, hi, this is a small portion of my window cleaning company. It's a boutique company. It's not as big as Fish Window Cleaning, whose ads you've been seeing, but we do a great job. Here's my list of references, and of course you see my work. Would you like for me to give you a free bid? 1 out of 2 would take the free bid, and 1 out of 2 of those would have me come back and clean their windows either that season or the following, because they remembered me and my personal touch. So that was my top secret ninja trick. I found the market by offering a different product than I was selling. I'm selling window cleaning, right? But by selling something completely different and unique to the same kind of customer, well, that helped me build a list of folks that not only I could call on in the future, but that had already spent money with me, and so that hurdle was already over. Okay, that's top secret ninja marketing trick. We're going to have more and more for you here on the 5 Steps to 5 Figures channel, and I highly recommend that you don't miss any of them. Please, or subscribez-vous, that's French, subscribe as soon as you can to 5 Steps to 5 Figures, or visit me on the Shoestring 101 blog on Facebook, or at www.shoestring101.com. This is Kurt Frankenberg. Keep stepping.